どうも成功が読です。第14回コントロール始めていきます。いつも見てくれてる人はありがとう。初めての人もよければ見ていってね。
Director, ma'am, great timing. Hartman just came through here. God, he was hideous. He tore the security door into the Bright Falls AWE site wide open. He was so ugly. Like, wow, I got a good look at him. And Christ, he does not look like he used to. The hiss must have messed him up or something. He looks like a bar rag that's been twisted by the world's strongest man. Or a monster from some 80s horror movie. You know, back when it was all practical effects. Ugh, nasty. Did you say something? Remember, I can't hear you. Never mind, just go after Hartman. Ah, so disgusting.
そんな気持ち悪かった。意外と生物系に耐性がないのかもね。
I've written, rewritten. The darkness wants to hide the past and make me lose my way. I trust what I read on these pages. I wrote them for a reason. Cut through the reality, tear it apart, and rewrite it. They are drawn to the mystery.
特になし。
Let's go take care of it.
ほうほう、暗闇がそんなことをしてきますか。ハートマンの仕業なのかな。いや、これ違うんじゃない？闇そのものの仕業って気がするよ。それにハートマンの仕業ならすでに襲ってきそう。そういえばハートマンが出てきてないね。おや、なんだ、ハートマンではなかったね。硬い。爆発で何も見えない。これがロケットの弱点とも言えますね。お座り。そんな膝に負担のかかりそうな。じゃあそのままでいいや。それじゃあね。
Thank you for meeting with us again, Dr. Hartman.
It's my pleasure, gentlemen. I hope the information I provided thus far has been of some small use.
It's been invaluable, Doctor. Really, we have a much clearer picture of this event, thanks to your accounts.
Well, I do consider myself a keen observer.
We did have one question, though. You mentioned in an earlier conversation that your patients displayed, and I'm paraphrasing here, unnatural abilities that you in fact encouraged during their time in your lodge. It'd be very helpful if you could fill us in on the details there.
Of course. Like yourselves, I work to understand and even bend the rules of our earthly paradigm. My patient's well-being was paramount, of course, but I would hardly be a man of science if I did not reach out at the underlying truth. As I stated in my written proposal, I believe working alongside your organization could be greatly beneficial to both parties. Sharing notes, as they say.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all we need to hear. Remy?
Dr. Emil Hartman, you have been found in breach of Codes 4, 8, and 74 of the Federal Bureau of Control Criminal Offense System.
What? You can't do this. I am a well-connected man. You're making a dire mistake, my friend.
You will be detained until further notice and all personal property will be confiscated, including the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
That's preposterous. You can't just seize my property. I'm a United States citizen. I have rights. That lodge is my life's work. I'm offering you years of research.
Get him out of here.
You're making a mistake. You have to listen to me. You have to listen.
哀れなハートマン。昔から哀れな存在だったんだね。私がインドを渡してやろう。
I've forgotten again. I had a plan. know it. I've forgotten. He's coming. I've got to get out of here. Dive deeper.
Whatever is going on with Wake, he clearly needs some help.
Going mad. Wake had to escape, right? His escape. Wake needed a hero. A hero needed a crisis. For the part in the story about the government agency, Wake needed something special, something to convey an alien force mimicking human intelligence.
Another replica. Like the one they made for Ordinary. I wonder what happened here.
ここもまずは明るくするところから。とりあえずはそうみたいだね。暗闇の中で無敵との厄介なやつだよ。でも光って分かりやすい弱点だよね。そうね。キスに比べれば対抗しやすいかもね。普通の人間でも少しは反撃できそうじゃない。もしかしたら闇に入っただけで精神を侵されたり死んだりするのかな。それは怖いね。それにこの建物って窓がないからね。電気をやられたらあっという間に全滅だよ。ああ、それもあってエリアごと放棄されたのかな。まあそれも今日までだけどね。今日からここは局長の支配下とする。最初の仕事は片付けからだね。ああ、ますます人手が足りなくなっちゃう。さあ観念しろ。おお、思ってたよりも柔らかい。これならサクッと倒せそう。光の中でだったらこんなものなんだね。今まで散々手をかけさせおってからに。ああ、さすがに1回で倒されはしないみたいだね。1回は確定で耐えるのね。腐ってもボスってことだね。往生際の悪いボスね。ほらほらほら、今度こそ倒れなさい。さっきよりも硬くなってない。また耐えられちゃった。しかもアーマーが回復していってるよ。うげえ、早く電源を復旧しないといけないのね。キスも協力してるんじゃない。どうせならハートマンと敵対してなさい。それはそれで面白そうだね。そういうボスがいても面白そうだよね。ボス対プレイヤー。そんなことになったら私は遠くから見物に徹するね。なんという高みの見物。多分結構な数のプレイヤーがそうするよ。だからそういうボスがいないんだろうね。あと少し。やったぜ。ふう。
Hartman won't be a problem anymore, Langston. But investigations need someone to run it. Interested?
I've seen what happens to sector heads, ma'am. No, thank you. Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington. But it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future. And we're in lockdown, there shouldn't be any incoming signals.
Maybe it was active before we went into lockdown? Are there agents on site?
Let me check. Agent Estevez is the field agent in charge of monitoring the site, so she should be there to let us know if the situation has been through any major changes recently.
Things set in motion. If the alarm's true, then so is the reason for the alarm. The effect must follow the cause. It's happening again. A return. You have been warned.
This must be where they studied Hartman. Kinda looks like Dylan's cell.
研究なんてしてないで、抹殺してればよかったのに。
These are the notes of Dr. Emil Hartman. I am continuing my work alone again since certain parties were too blind to recognize a golden opportunity. Despite my generous offers, the conversations came to naught. Some people simply do not value collaboration as I do. Though I believe now that it was for the best. The sort of old pioneering work that I am undertaking cannot thrive under the shackles of bureaucracy and regulation. I have a history of seeking such partnerships. There was a time when I had hoped Alan Wake and I could collaborate. Together we could have produced art such that the world has never seen. But Wake was stubborn, egotistical. Writers usually are. Disappointing nonetheless. But now, like Tom before him, Wake has disappeared into Cauldron Lake. And this is where my work turns hypothetical. Since he was lost to the lake, Thomas Zane has been observed by various townspeople. This indicates to me that the individuals within the lake are not entirely gone. I anticipate Wake will similarly return one day. While I may harbor some resentment for the man, his raw talent and determination are undeniable. From this, I have concluded that the lake and the dark place within it are not as removed from this world as I previously thought. Given my acute awareness of what awaits within, my meticulous preparations, and my considerable education, I believe myself much more prepared than either Tom or Wake. I should be able to cross into that dark realm with the chance to return as they have. All that remains is the dive itself. It frightens me, I admit, but such is the burden of the truth seeker. I will take my plunge into the dark tomorrow with only the light of knowledge to guide me. It is time for a breakthrough. Until I return.
愚か者ね。愚か者だったね。あとは地下にも目標があるよ。先にそっちを片付けてもよかったね。まさかあそこまで時間がかかると思ってなかったんだよ。こっちはサクッと終わると思う。多分。
Excuse me? Are you lost? Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
I assume you'll be staying with us until the mold is eradicated.
Indeed. Until I find a permanent resolution to this pesky fungus business, I'll be here. Perhaps even beyond that, seeing as you are quite understaffed at the moment. Though I hardly have a say in my own comings or goings. Your oldest house won't open the exits until those hiss monstrosities are cleared out.
Glad to have you along for the ride. Will the mold be under control anytime soon?
We were barely containing it with weakly controlled burns. Just look at how it has spread after a few days of non-interference. It's beyond the threshold now. The floodgates are open.
So that's a no.
Americans.
With Darling gone, I'm putting Emily Pope in charge of the research sector. Are you okay with that?
Perfectly. You have pulled Excalibur from the stone, and now decree as you see fit, O Queen. What a true meritocracy we live in.
Glad to hear it. I had a dream. Or something like one. Darling was there. He told me something, but I can't remember what. I think he's gone.
Right. Well, he's never where one expects him to be, is he? Well, thank God. I can finally stop writing these tedious reports that I'm sure he never even took the time to glance at. If you speak to him again, can you tell him I hope he found what he was looking for.
I'll try.
I should be getting back to work.
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please.
It's sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. Maybe how this mold tastes. People? This looks like a good one. Found one. This must be one of the samples. Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this. This looks like a good one. I found all 5. But I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold, or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold, or fungus, because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
Feel like I should ask to see your credentials.
There. That didn't take too long now, did it? Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jessie.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Oh, God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the threshold. Oh, he's straight up eating the vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
怖いな。これは絶対外に出しちゃダメだね。この繁殖力でまだ外に出てないことが驚きだよ。
Kinda pretty.
おう、柔らかい。ハートマンとは大違いだね。こっちのボスはサクッと終わりそうだよ。よし、引っ込んでいくね。倒したってことでいいの？復活しそうだよね。
Oh, so good. Oh, need more.
And you're not sprouting mold from your eyes. I take it that means my pill worked. Now tell me everything. Did you find the source? You did, didn't you?
I found a big angry plant. Like, gigantic. I killed it.
You killed it! You found the source and you killed it! I could have learned so much from a live specimen.
Her concern is touching. Really, it's too much.
Here, I brought you a sample.
A piece of the innermost mold. You're not such a lost cause after all. Strange. So different, even superficially. Another stage of growth, perhaps.
Please, no more stages.
You'll be pleased to know that cutting down the creature at the source has already resulted in a notable cessation of the mold's rapid growth. You've bought me time for further study.
So what now?
I'm glad you asked. While you were busy in the pit, a number of mold hosts were sighted beyond the threshold. They managed to sneak out without the Rangers noticing. There's a reason I didn't send Steve and Andy to find the mold source with the others. These vagrant hosts must be eradicated as soon as possible. The mold can still be spread by their overgrown bodies.
Any idea where they went?
The hosts I've observed are not a sprightly bunch. Here are the reports I've received. They'll help you find them.
I'll go take care of them.
Good. And do be quick about it.
There's a nice way to say that.
私、この博士嫌いだ。局長、頑張ってね。不安だ。
I'll see you later, Rhea.
Dr. Underhill, if you please.
Be careful down there. We don't want to have to come save you. Seriously.
ここからはダイジェスト。
I should let Underhill know.
I found the hosts. They won't be spreading any more mold.
Well done. I'll send burn teams to sanitize the locations. I'm beginning to wonder if these hosts are originating outside the threshold in independent patches of mold growth.
You don't sound very optimistic.
Optimism is for farmers, as my mother always said. I suppose you could now return to that hiss business you all seem so concerned about.
This woman has some incredible tunnel vision.
今回はこれにて最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございます。それではまたの機会に。